here we go. The spreadsheet is color coded so that way you can fully understand the different categories. So you have your income, your household expense, and you have your debt payment. So every time you're paid, if you're paid weekly, you are going to use the spreadsheet. Monthly, you're going to use the spreadsheet. In this example, Mr. and Mrs. pay us together. They get paid on a bi-weekly basis, and they are using this spreadsheet to track their income. And I teach, and this I also teach this in my book, is couples keep their money together. Their money is in the same bank account. And if you do not believe in this, that's fine. You can use the spreadsheet on your own, if you're single, or if you're married, however you want to do it, just make sure you're utilizing the spreadsheet because it can help you track your expenses. So the income here, every time you're paid, so this is bi-weekly. So Mr. Paycheck on a bi-weekly basis is $1,800. Mrs. Paycheck is $2,100. Y'all know I made her to have more money. This is my dream. Let me work out my numbers the way I want to. And we have Mr. Part-time job. I gave him $100 more. And Mrs. Part-time, she is $400. So the total is $4,800 here. If I would change Mr., let me just show you how it populates. If I change from the 400, then the total is 4,700. So I'm going to give them back 500. So every 2 weeks, the income is $4,800. Your pay dates, you can put your pay dates. I wanted to create where I can put pay dates and due dates and date paid. That way, for people that is really anal like myself, I match everything up and make sure that I'm not confused. So $4,800 is the income. That is what is coming in. The household expense is the next category. So that's the mortgage, the rent, the food, gas, electric, water bill, telephone, cell, internet, car insurance, gas, childcare, pet care, anything that deemed as a household expense to you, you'll be putting here. And I made enough room so you can be able to add it. So in this example, the household expense comes to $2,000, okay? And that's a total there. I have another category, which is your debt payment. So that's car payment, student loans, credit cards. It could be hospital bills, whatever the case. And for the credit cards, I put credit card 1, 2, 3, and 4, but you can actually put the name of the company if it's Chase or American Express. And what I did was I put the minimum. Here you're putting only the minimum, and I'm about to show you the secret sauce of why. So you're putting the actual minimum. You can name this as American Express number 1, American Express number 2, or Chase number 2, and I'll show you why you're going to do that. So right here is your total debt payments is $486 in this category right here. So the total spending between the two categories, between the household expense, you see that, is $2,000. Between the debt payments is $486. This is in that pay period. Is $486. The total spending for those two categories is $2,486. Now, the final balance is $2,314. We got that number because your total income is $4,800, and we subtract that from, come down here, your total spending, which is $2,486, which your total balance is $2,314. You see that? So what I did was, I'm a true believer in envelope and the envelope system. I forward the balance over for the envelope system, and so this $2,314 is now what you're working with. So what I teach you is that once you have this, now you can take the money out of the bank, or if you have it in the bank, and you can have your accounts link up to what we're about to do in these different categories, or you can use cash and you can use the envelope and write Mr. Allowance or give him his allowance or write vacation, however you want to do it. Make sure that if you're using cash envelopes, it's linking up with this actual spreadsheet. If you have automatic drafts that is coming out, make sure that it's linked to this spreadsheet. The number one problem, even when it comes to credit cards, is that we're not budgeting how much money that we're spending, so we're overspending. So this is to show you every single step, everything that you're using. Now, this may look like a little bit, but in this example, the man, the husband, his allowance is $100, her allowance is $100. It's biweekly. So if it's $200, it doesn't matter, but the more you spend on yourself, the less you have left over. Okay, so for example, although it's 100, we are in a pandemic to where the jobs has changed. We're working home, so $100 may be enough. When I created this back in 2018, we were not in the pandemic. So maybe it wasn't enough, but you adjust it to the way you want to adjust it. So your groceries this is bi-weekly. Now, when I help my clients, they can see the number change, and that's what makes them say, okay, we don't need that much groceries. So let's say if it was $250, now their remaining balance is $1,354. The whole point of this is that you want to see your money. You want to see what you're using. So your groceries is, let's say, $150 for 2 weeks. You putting up $100 for your vacation. That can be in cash, or you can have a debit card linked to vacation. I'm a true believer in a car account, saving for a car to pay cash. I have just $50 in here. My true numbers, I honestly was saving $65 bi-weekly to buy my car when I purchased my car. I talk about it all the time. So let's say your gas, not realistic, let's say $150. I just want you to see how the numbers change. So you have date night, takeout, birthday, special occasions, funerals, anything that you can think about to save is right here. Okay. So that total is $950. Okay. The balance that was final now moved over from all our categories, now moved over that $23.14. We then plugged everything that we need. And now your total in your envelopes, it can be lunch for your kids, whatever category, whatever it is, you are not just plugging it in. Because you see a lot of times people are plugging in their envelopes, but you're not logging it. You want to log it in. So your envelope total is $950. Now, the remainder cash that's left over for debt is $1,364. You might be like, that's a lot of money. Well, if you plugged in your numbers correctly, and now you can see it, that's what's left over. Make sure that you're not forgetting anything. Now, remember I told you I was going to show you. So this $1,364, going to go to the credit card that is the least amount. So if your minimum payment on your credit card is $35, you are now taking this baby, this bad boy. Yeah, you whipping this ass. You taking this $1,364, you bring it over to the 35, make sure it's still the 35, and that's what you are going to pay your first credit card. If you don't have a credit card, then your car note, whatever it is. The whole point of this spreadsheet is so you can get out of debt, and so you can start investing, and you can save, and you can live. My complete mantra that I live my life on. So this amount right here, and I'm telling you, this is a living proof. This is proof that this worked. I am a living witness because I am living in the home that I always wanted to live in. I am living the lifestyle that I always wanted because I was able to see, I was able to budget, I was able to save. So you want to make sure that this $1,364, whatever left over, is going to your first credit card. Then when you finish your first credit card and that's paid off, and you budget again for the next bi-weekly or weekly or however you budget, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do it for credit card 1. When credit card 1 is paid off, credit card 2, then 3, or whatever, or your student loan. However you want to do it is however fit for you. And here, there's no student loan in here, but if you have a student loan, there you go. You will plug in your numbers. Okay? Now, the special circumstances. What I was saying to you in the beginning is special circumstances is your child support, Social Security, survival benefits. Right here, this is the total amount. You see the child support was $300. I told y'all I wasn't lying. So what I did was I put the check date so you can be able to see it. If you're receiving welfare, I don't care what you're receiving. It don't even matter. It goes right here because it's a special circumstance. But I want you to also save with your special circumstance. I want you to be able to save. So what I did was I attached that. Bring that over, that total income over, and you're saving in your college plan. You might be saving for your mortgage or your rent because you might not have enough money on the other side, or you might be saving for a down payment of a home. Whatever it is, however you do it, I want you to be able to see it. And so if the balance forward for your special circumstance is $2,000 and your college saving plan, let's say it's $800, and you're saving, let's say you're saving for a home, for down payment is $1,000, your total is $1,800, okay? Your remaining balance is $200. With that remaining balance, you can do whatever with that balance. You can take it and you can bring it over here, and you can add it to your car loan, your car payment. You can take it, you can add it over here, you can add it in more allowance, whatever you want to do. That's what's left over. I don't want things to be cookie cut. You know, I want it to be like where you still have some type of autonomy, but I also want you to be able to see how you can live and how you can budget. So I hope that my spreadsheet has truly helped you. And again, you can download this spreadsheet for free at StenellTheMoneyTherapist.com. Go in, put in your email, and voila, you have the spreadsheet. You can email me at contact@StenellTheMoneyTherapist. Let me know how everything is going with the spreadsheet. If you have any questions with the spreadsheet, I am here to help you. Please subscribe to my channel, and I thank you. And go out there and budget. Invest, live, save, live your best life.